Yeah, I mean, he's excited about the date, but at the same time, he's like, he doesn't want to come home until his name's cleared. And I get that. I understand it, but at the same time, I'm selfish, and I'm like, I just want you home. So he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to get out unless his name is completely cleared. He's like, I'd rather sit here for 5 years and just deal with this shit, have my name cleared after it, whatever they got to do to figure out that I'm clear, versus just getting out and having to live like some pedophile. I think that's the hardest thing. I do, Emily, for sure. Yeah, Cindy, they'll know. That there were people that knew before I ever got. You have to think too, like this shit was not that public. I mean, everybody around us knew, but like there were people that were following it for months before. So before I ever even made it home that day, that shit was already posted on the internet. Mm-hmm. Agreed, Jessica. No, he hasn't. He hasn't been to court. The release date that I'm talking about was up to the parole board, but no, he hasn't been to court yet. It will be under 5 years. He's sentenced to 5 years, so it'll obviously be, of course, under 5 years. Yeah, Mary. It's my cat Rex. He doesn't travel, of course, but that's for sure, Natalie. Thanks, Emily. Yeah, TP. I say as much as I can say. There are like three main topics that his legal team will not allow me to discuss. Like I'm pretty much, basically, it's put out there. If I discuss these, if I say three certain things, they're done with us. And I mean, it's not even my money. It's his parents. His parents put up the money to put them on, like to hire them, not me. And I have no problem admitting that. So they hired them. There are three things they've asked me not to say. So there are like three topics that I just kind of stray away from. I'm not going to do anything to give the DA's office or anyone any information that they don't need to know. Hi, Slim Sadie. What a fun name. I know, Addie. So dumb, right? I drink every night, and the one night I put wine in here, they were like, oh, no, gotta go. Will he tell his side when it's all over? That would be the goal. That would be the goal for sure. I don't know if he'll ever be able to. I hope he will. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Emily, we're more fighting it. I'll be honest. So that was a good question. Are y'all fighting for his innocence or to get him out sooner? More for his innocence to get him cleared. He said he'll serve the full 5 years if he can be cleared of it. Yeah, Tanya, they record. I mean, there's just one account that posts every time I make a damn live. It's so weird. My quilt is from TJ Maxx. It's super thin, but I like the inside. The inside is like totally different material. Signing this paper. Or his ass can go to prison longer. I agree, friend. I think one thing is for sure. Once you're charged, not even convicted, like say they're not even in Josh's shoes of conviction. Hey, Jamie. Once you're charged with something so disgusting, hell, once you're charged with a DUI, you can always come out and be like, oh, I didn't have that, I wasn't drinking, whatever. Once you're charged, you're guilty in the public's eye. But you have to think, Josh has been charged for 6 years now. Almost 6 years. And all these people came back around, so. I mean, obviously, a lot of people throughout the years thought he was guilty, and then they would meet him and they'd be like, okay, no, this guy's not guilty. Does he know how much you have done for him? Well, he's married to me. Oh, that was a dumb question. I'm talking about my job because I lost my career that I cared and loved so much for because of crazies on the internet. So yeah, I mean, I talk about what I'm allowed to with Josh. I would love to come out and show evidence right now in front of people's faces, but I can't. But what if he did do it? Well, if he did do it, I wouldn't be with him. Can you say if someone just falsely accused him? You can, I'll just be honest, you can Google it. It was a sting operation. Becca, I won't say. Men never know how much we'll sacrifice. Every once in a while, I will record Josh just to have like a good night, I love you. And he'll come in there and say something sweet. Like, he always like will put me in tears because I don't mean like I'm recording trying to just get like a good night, I love you, just to add to our album. And then he'll be like, thank you so much for all you did. And I'll post it in my day in the life. Josh is extremely, like, probably appreciative to a fault. Like, he doesn't stop saying thank you and how much he appreciates it. So, and I'll be honest, if he didn't, my ass wouldn't be doing all the things I do. So, he knows. I agree, draw clips. It was a what operation? A sting operation. If you look at the, like, you can look up his original. So, Josh was charged in 2020. So, there are a couple misconceptions. One is that I was with Josh while he got charged. We were not together. We were only best friends. Like, we were just really good friends. Two is that you ever think he's keeping it from me? You work at the sheriff's office. Listen, I don't take anybody's word for anything. I've seen documents. I talked to his attorney. I have full power of attorney of him. I'm able to find out anything I want to. But anyways, so people think that I'm involved and I was helping Josh go after little girls, which is so insane. We all know that. Or that I knew and he cheated on me or something like that. The other is that, what is the other? I can't even remember. There's so many. Hey, Brandy. But anyways, there's several misconceptions. So Josh was charged before we started dating. That answers that. He did not just get charged. He did not just get charged in 2025. This has been since before we started dating 5+ years ago. Nearly 6 years ago. So that wasn't a thing. Love you too, Brandy. And then, so tell us what he got charged with. I mean, if you can type those words, you're intelligent enough to type it on Google. And B, I knew everything from the beginning. I would have never been with somebody that was that disgusting. Natalie said, yeah, she explained about that mom group thing. And I was like, wow, they twisted everything. Yeah, they twisted that mom group thing. This is the thing. I'd been in that mom group. And if I want to be really mean, I would release screenshots. I'd been in that mom group forever. They knew I wasn't a mom. They knew for a while I wasn't a mom. The person who added me to that group knew I wasn't a mom. She's just a good friend of mine. Did it for insurance referrals, all that stuff. Go ahead, Courtney. And then the other thing is, at one point, some girl went in there while I was a part of that group and made a whole post. This is another thing. And listen, I'm confident. I'm not cocky. I'm really not that cocky. I can come off that way. But there was one girl that had went on there and said, do y'all know this young insurance agent that's at the promenade? And she's so gorgeous and all this stuff. My husband woke up this morning and was talking about her, and I'm so pissed. It's Mother's Day, all this stuff. Those bitches were just, like, out to get me. They were out to light me on fire. Like, all the comments were like, oh, I know her. She is gorgeous. She posts too much seductive stuff. Bitch, sex sales. I don't care. Show some titties and you get more insurance sales. It was never I was never after anyone's husband. So when they would find out that I'd known their husband for 10+ years and were friends with them, they were making little wild comments. And I'm like, I don't want your husbands or your damn kids. Neither of them. But if he was convicted, how do you support him? I would love to help support, but only if he's innocent. I wouldn't support someone, just being honest, I wouldn't support someone who was guilty of that. Yeah, people get, and a lot of, I think the other thing is a lot of people plead guilty every day that are not guilty. I think that's the other thing. If you're not ever involved with the justice system or the prison system or the judicial system, you don't understand that. The rental car thing someone just asked, yeah, it was, they didn't use my credit card, so the police were like, do you just want to drop it? I was like, hell yeah, be done with it. What's crazy is one of my friends, same area, lives here in Birmingham area, she's had something similar happen. And with the rental car, yeah, friend just said, if you don't think you can happen to look up Greg Kelly, yeah. The Greg Kelly case is insane. He spent 5 years in prison. This is what happened. He actually pled not guilty. This is where it all happens. Greg Kelly pled not guilty to molesting a child. He was sentenced to like 20 years in prison. Guess what? He still served 5 years. until someone came forward, the other guy or somebody came forward and was like, yeah, he didn't molest that child. And it was like all because he was at the location of a home daycare where his friend lived, like his mom owned the daycare. Shit happens all the time. But if Josh would have pled not guilty, his ass would have been sitting there for 20 plus years for sure. Thanks, Jessica. That's rough. Yeah, Steve woke us, yeah. Where am I from? Birmingham. Thanks, CBP. No way, Samantha. It's crazy, isn't it? Thanks, Natalie. Yeah, Kelsey, they're linked. Just click the shopping cart. Hi, Barbie Brothers.